Hi, in this video we will talk about the relationship charts. Specifically, we will be discussing about a scatter chart and a version of scatter chart called the bubble chart. So let me go back to my Power BI. Scatter charts are used to compare at least two sets of values or pairs of data or to show relationship between two sets of values. A scatter chart does not use a category axis, that is, both the horizontal and vertical axes are value axes. So first let me select a scatter chart and then let me select a two value axis. So for the first value axis, let me select units, and for the second value axis, let me select total sales. Now it just points one data point. That's because it is pointing the data values for the entirety of data set. To segregate this data, what I will do is I will drag the product field or the product column into my legends field. And let me maximize this. And now if you see, the scatter chart is plotting the units versus total sales for different products like pen drive, mouse and mobile and so on. So probably you are getting a kind of relationship from this graph here, which is as the number of units sold increase, the total sales basically increase, which is not very surprising. Now, a bubble chart is a variation of a scatter chart in which the data points are replaced with bubbles and an additional dimension of the data is represented in the size of the bubbles. So let me select my scatter chart. And then if you see in the field section, we have a field called size. So what I will do is I will drag the unit cost into my size field, and here you get a kind of a bubble. So this is called a bubble chart. So only the size field is a difference between a scatter chart and a bubble chart. Now let me select a proper metric for unit cost. So what I will do is I will go and select a maximum of unit cost. So in addition to the X and Y values that are plotted in a scatter chart, a bubble chart plots Z values indicated by the size of the bubble. So here the bubble size indicates the unit cost. If you see for laptop, its bubble size is really huge. So the maximum of unit cost is 923 here, and for pen drive, the maximum of unit cost is only 26, and that's why the bubble size for pen drive is smaller. So for a scatter chart or a bubble chart, Power BI provides one feature called the play axis, where you can play how the charts or how the bubbles or the scatter plots are moving across a period of time. So what I will do is I will drag the year column that I have created into the play axis. And you see below the bubble chart, a timeline has been created with values of different years. So just click the play button. It will show how the values have transformed between those different years. It's very awesome, right? And other than this play axis, rest other fields are pretty much similar to what we have already covered in the bar chart and column chart. So what I will do is I will go to my format section, and as part of formatting the data, I will try to format the legend in this particular chart. So basically I can position the legend wherever I want. So you can position at the top or at the bottom where your legend comes here, or at some other location that you are comfortable with. So for now what I will do is I will position towards the right center, and then I will change the legend title to product categories, and I will change the color of the legend as well to something similar to red, and I will increase the font size a little bit. So that's all I have about a relationship chart. So in summary, we talked about the scatter chart and bubble chart, and in the next video we will talk about distribution charts. Thank you.